All right. Good afternoon, everybody. It is a Monday. It is a Monday. And not just any Monday, I hear that finally we have a release candidate for 4.2.1 heading to PTU today. Now that makes me wonder, are they going to release later tonight or tomorrow? Lonix, howdy. Hey, Liquid. Hey, Wolf. Hey there, Biker. Is it, Wolf? Is it? I feel like they should do a release during Free Fly. Because that way, all the Free Fly people can start the event, but they can't finish the event, not without buying the game. Now, is that dastardly and, like, you know, drug dealer style rules? Yeah, sure. But I think that's what they should do. Hey, too fast. Now, where in the world am I? You think so, Liquid? You think they'll hold out till Thursday?
Welcome to the ASOP.
I think they'll release tomorrow. Yeah. Now, what was I doing last time? No, Liquid, you're most likely right. I like to throw darts at the board and just go, yeah, that sounds right. Hey, Persuader. Happy Monday indeed. I still have the Free Fly ships. Or at the very least, I've got the Golem. Do I have all the other ones? No, that's weird. That's really weird. Hey, Derplo. Derplo, I'm proud of you.
Please visit us again.
Taking your first steps into Star Citizen. For those of you who don't know, Derplo finally bought the game and has been dipping his toes in over the weekend. Howdy, Parker. You know, Wolf, I never keep track of them. I never ever keep track of them. You're gonna tell me it's Thursday or Friday, aren't you? Honestly, where am I?
What's good with you?
Her L1. Ooh, multi-contracting. They learn so quickly.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your insurance claim, thank you.
Well, we'll just wait here at her L1 for a little bit. Hey, Twitch it has been a solid minute, man. How you doing? Persuader, it seems like it's doing fine now, but I have such a bad taste in my mouth for it now. And I'm gonna be honest, Persuader. I spent some time over the weekend. Looking up interior shots of Toyota Tundras, and you know, okay, you know, maybe again because I'm not a truck guy, so I don't have nearly as much experience with trucks and knowing the little ins and outs of truck ownership and the idiosyncrasies of various truck models. But I've never had a vehicle where after everything is said and done, I just felt no association with. And I kind of feel like that's where I'm at with this one right now. Like acquiring it and all the headache that's been
vehicle retrieval system.
In the process of getting it roadworthy has just kind of left a bad taste in my mouth for it. Yeah, Parker, we can totally do that. Which ones are you after? Oh, Twidget work, lots of work. That's how work goes. Work is kind of like laundry. It's never really over. Like, you know what ticks me off about laundry is 9 times out of 10, you gotta wear laundry to do laundry. Like, at no point can your laundry ever be 100% done. You know? Like, yeah, sure, if you're at home alone and you've got a washer and dryer in your house, you can do it naked or whatever, but let's be honest, unless you're about to go to bed, you're gonna have to put some on afterwards anyway.
Welcome.
And yeah, Parker.
Vehicle retrieval system.
Yeah, like, that's the thing. Like, when I was a kid, my grandmother had a Chevy S10. And I spent a long time sitting in that awful jump seat in the back on 3-hour trips up to Yellville. Now, you know, I'm not going to buy an S10 because I can't exactly haul what I need. Dad had an old GMC. Oh, what was that? I'm trying to remember. I'd say it was like a 2001 model GMC. I don't remember what it was, but that thing was always falling apart. Granted, that may have just been him. He wrecked or destroyed every single vehicle he ever owned. Hey, Ghost.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle.
And then, like, the wrecker
system.
we use for stealing vehicles. I'm sorry, repossessing vehicles. That was an old beat-up Dodge Ram. Hey, Luna! Oh, thank you. Thank you, Luna. And it is good to see you. You know, my weekend was actually all right. Spent some time down at the game store, picked up a few new board games.
Vehicle selected.
Saw Superman on Friday. And yeah, Parker, I was expecting like Discords to be lighting
Your
up
vehicle has been delivered.
with, like, you know, leaked info, and I haven't heard a peep from anybody. But yeah, I saw Superman on Friday. Spent some time trying to catch up on some rest on Saturday and hitting up the board game store. And then actually playing some. Did some Talisman, did some Betrayal at the House on the Hill, which we've got a 2nd edition copy. I've heard a lot of great things about 3rd edition, and I've really been considering picking up 3rd because I don't know if any of you guys have played Betrayal at the House on the Hill, but in 2nd edition, and also I'm sure in 1st edition, it kind of starts like, oh, we're inside this house, but we don't really know why. Like, it's a board game, be like, why? What is my hook? Why is my character, who is like a 12-year-old kid, or 8-year-old kid, in this spooky house with a jock, a priest, and some fortune teller lady, you know, or whatever characters you guys happen to pick? Because when the haunt starts, then you get a little bit of a narrative, and Betrayal has always been wildly unbalanced, which is just the way that all these modular games go. 2nd edition, definitely so, but at least the 3rd edition, I hear, gives you a decent hook. for starting the game, and I was wondering if we should dip into it. Derplo, so it is starting this week. I think it might start tomorrow. Wolf, who actually studies the patterns of this game, thinks it might start around Thursday, Friday. I'd probably listen to Wolf more than I would me. Yeah, Parker. Tell you what, Parker, meet me. You know what? Meet me in Hurston Airspace. We'll figure all the other ones to do. So, Derplo, basically what I would do is, if you have multiple ships, anything purchased in-game, just make sure it's stored or claimed when you log out. And you'll have time. You'll have time. They'll announce when it is. Yeah, see, Lonix, we don't have the expansion. And for those of you who don't know what Betrayal at the House on the Hill is, it is a modular board game where you're exploring a spooky house. And you actually lay down the tiles for the house every time you explore, and they're randomized. So the layout is different each time, the stuff you get is different each time, but the thing is, there's a thing called a haunt. And after enough spooky things happen, it triggers a haunt, which leads to the story. And there's 50 different haunts, so it might be like, oh, vampires, or hellhounds, or spooky ghosts or something. But the thing is, 90% of the time, there is a traitor in the group. And the triggering stuff decides who the traitor is. Like, you don't start the game with someone already being the traitor. So everybody goes in well-intentioned, but then, you know, you might get possessed or turned into a werewolf or whatever. And the gameplay is different for each one, but due to the way the game works, it can be wildly unbalanced. Because, like, there were 4 of us, and I had slipped and fallen into the basement, so I'm down in the basement, and there's no way up at the time. And I'm exploring around, and I'm this crotchety old dude who has, like, no decent physical stats. But I got me a dog, a stick of dynamite, and a lucky rabbit's foot. And someone comes in after me. But the haunt gets triggered. And it turns out the person who came down with me is now the traitor. And I'm getting dinked all over the place, taking all this damage. So I throw this stick of dynamite at them, and I missed. And I was able to do one of the 4 things that we needed to do to beat the traitor. Unfortunately, my character died in the process. So I had a real John Malkovich story arc. Ooh, Luna. Sleep is always nice. I have a love-hate relationship with sleep, because, like, I hate the whole not doing anything part of sleep. Especially when I'm awake and other people are taking naps. I have a very I'm bored and I'm about to make it everybody else's problem attitude when people are sleeping. But at the same time, I desperately want sleep. So when I can get it. Yeah, Parker, let me jump on the guide site. What else were you after, too, by the way? Like, I'm going to set up for trade again, just because, you know, that's what we do. Ooh, looks like they may have actually finally fixed the, We'll see what happens. And if not, we'll have a lovely time playing together. See, Lonix, I feel like I've seen a lot of that same sentiment. Like, I've avoided the expansion so far. And honestly, I think I'll just, instead of picking up the expansion, pick up 3rd edition. Because, not to point any fingers, but I think we've all played our share of half-baked games. Hey, face. Oh, I wish. Hey, Davey. Also played a very interesting game called Cinematics. And it is a board game. Yeah, hold on, let me refresh it, because it turns out I left myself available over the entire weekend. Yeah, a little game called Cinematics. It's actually a card game. And it's a game you play while watching movies. Now, you know, if you're really into the film, like if you got all your art house foreign film friends coming over and you're going to watch a movie where, I don't know, a French lady falls in love with a car or whatever, then, you know, maybe not if you're actually going to be paying attention. But anyway, you draw like 5 cards, and the cards will say something like, someone lies, tell me the plan, teamwork makes the dream work, a cup is empty. And whenever one of those things happens, you call it out, put the card down, and you draw another card, and whoever has the most cards at the end wins. And you can also use homonyms, or like you can use things open to interpretation. Like, let's say a card says someone lies. So someone, you know, doesn't tell the truth, then you can play it. Or if someone lies down on a bed. And basically, if you have to argue about it, you can probably play it. But it's a very fun game. And we ended up playing our first round to a little ditty of a film called Lair of the White Worm, which, holy moly, if you are a fan of B movies from the 80s and you have not seen Lair of the White Worm, I need you to leave the stream right now and go correct that. I will wait. You are missing out. And thank you, Davey. I'm glad to be back. Right, Hurston Airspace. And Parker, let me know once you're in my server, and I'll send you an invite. Derplo, I do have the Hull C. In fact, we might actually see some Hull C action today. But, I'm gonna warn you, Derplo, it does have some issues. All right. Yeah, see, Dave, I'm not sure I'm gonna divide you guys up. I guess I could say Green Davy and Davy Gray. Oh, I like Davy Gray. That's a fun name. I mean, Berlin, you don't have to, but it was such a fun and also just out there film. Like you've got Hugh Jackman and Peter Capaldi, but this is way before they had their, you know, credits and acting chops. And you got it, Parker. Parker, what are we looking to pick up today? What is going to be our teachable moment in this last-ditch effort to pick up a few skins? Hey, Bishop. Hey, Wolf. Yeah, let's do Everest. Let's meet up at Everest. Good old Everest. Nothing bad ever happened at Everest. Now, Derplo, I will say the Hull C can make a lot of money. However, I desperately need you to know that it is probably the most infuriating ship out there. And, yeah, tell you what, let me claim it. And unfortunately, it's going to be at least 15 minutes until you see. Actually, you know what? There's one right there. There's one right there. And yeah, Lonix, the Foundation Festival. Sadly, it is wrapping up today, or already has wrapped up. Oh, he's actually about to jump. Never mind. I can't show you that one. He'd probably get a little nervous about attack approaching at high speed anyway. Bearded, yeah, man, it's you can easily come back. I think everything's been cleaned up since last Tuesday, honestly. I was tooling around with 10 million of Hephaestonite on a whole sea all over Stanton and Pyro, basically making myself a target. And not once did I get mass backspaced or lose my armor or anything, so they did a big ban wave and re-enabled anti-cheat. Because I don't know if you knew previously, Bearded, but anti-cheat was optional. It was so people doing VR and some other Linux stuff and whatnot could mess around, and they kind of had a laissez-faire attitude towards it, but they re-enabled it because, well, you saw what was going on. Now, Berlin, that is fair, man. I did not grow up with access to a lot of films. I don't know why, but my family was just not into any sort of culture whatsoever, except for antiquated views on other races and hunting. And neither of those really took from me. Oh no, give me 1 second. I'm getting a call from my doctor. Totally forgot. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow at 4:45, which is what an awkward time. What an awkward time. Well, Seth, you can play on Linux now without all the fancy or without having to do EA stuff, I hear. I mean, you of all people should know more than I do. I don't Linux. So it sounds like if I want to stream tomorrow, I'm gonna have to get started early and leave early. And yeah, Darplo, dude, if you've got the C2, I mean, how long have you been in game right now? A couple days. I would say enjoy the spirit in the C2. Like, I'll go ahead and claim the whole C. We can come back to it later on in the stream. But I would say definitely enjoy those before leaping up to the mighty whole C.
Please visit us again.
Oh, Seth, is that it? We just get that little spark of joy whenever we hear it mentioned? No, I know that feeling. I do that with Laserdisc. Which, I'm going to be honest, I don't hear the words Laserdisc a lot. Like, I was watching Demolition Man the other night, and they said Laserdisc, and I got all excited. And yeah, Bishop, the VR community is down. Which, it is a shame, but I'm gonna be honest, between them not being able to play in VR and hundreds of people just not being able to play at all, well, they're just gonna have to learn how to use a screen. Hey, Squirrel, you're welcome to come along. Parker and I are just, we're gonna try a last-ditch attempt to see if we can get a couple of skins that Parker may have missed for Foundation Festival. No, Senate, that's fair. That's fair. Hey, Sean. Now, Squirrel, go for it. Not entirely sure what we're going to be doing. Waiting to hear from Parker. Because I know technically you can just be in party for 30 minutes or whatever, or just be in game for 30 minutes. But I would like to at least, you know, honor the spirit of what we're supposed to be doing. Because that's good and nice. Oh, Gunny, I do. Both in game and real life.
Landing gear up.
We could go shoot something. Is that? Is that a Connie without the nacelles? We should investigate that. Someone could be hurt. Oh, Squirrel, I won't be in the Discord, man. You know me. I haven't got my audio channels separated yet, and it makes it way too difficult to separate out the volumes. It's much easier to type in game. Interesting, interesting. There appears to be a terrapin by the Connie. So if someone is hurt, maybe the terrapin is on it. Someone's Nursa floating out and about. Now the question is, do we have anything worthwhile inside the constellation? Shields are up. Gee, I wish... Sure wish I could, you know, read some of these. Yeah, that's gonna be a no for cargo. I don't like that prowler looking at us, but... Scanning takes so long. Squirrel, we're at Herson as well. Let the vultures have it. Howdy, Dragnos. Let's see, what could we do? What could we do? Along hauling contracts that I'm not particularly interested in today. Headhunters might have something for us. See if I can share this. You know, if these actually work. Yeah, Squirrel. Let me get out just a little bit further. Just don't feel like being shot up the tailpipe while opening my comm screen. Around 500 ought to do it. Also, like I said, I did get to have the pleasure of watching Superman on Friday. And, I will say, not nearly as campy as I was anticipating, which all that anticipation of campiness comes from me. I was really expecting it to be a lot more campy. And it was not. It had slight camp, but it was like intended camp that was surprisingly well implemented. But it was done incredibly well. And Waffle, no! Hold on. My cat just get Waffle, stop. Waffle, stop. Get Waffle. Hold on. Waffle, stop. Get off. Let me go throw this cat out. How the hell it got in here? Okay. Where? Oh, we're not even. Okay, there we go. I guess I didn't close my door all the way. Yeah, a lot of. I just. So my Stream Deck that has all the buttons for doing stuff like, you know, this and whatnot. It's just dangerously close to where he likes to jump up and then lay his fat. And Waffle has a lot of mass. So when he lays down, he has a lot of mass and it spreads. And then he starts hitting buttons, and he's very good at being an inconvenience. Hey, Gold. You know, Derplo, we actually, a while back, we took him to the, what do you call it? We took him to the vet clinic. And they called him fat in the most clinical way possible. Where, suspect that Waffle has not missed any high calorie intake. Like the most clinical, detached way they could say that your cat is fat. Now let's see if there's going to be a Polaris hanging around here. I don't feel like quantum travel is complete. I mean, Duxie, he's not a little guy. That's his problem. He's a big guy. He's a big guy that gets all up in my face when I'm doing things. And he can sense attention, and he knows where attention is being directed, and will do whatever he can to intercept that attention. Also, Snakes, it's good to see you. I didn't see you sneak in here. Oh, also, I will say, no spoilers, but if you're a fan of DC and a fan of Mr. Terrific, you owe it to yourself to go see the Superman movie because, holy crap, did Mr. Terrific steal just about every single scene he was in. Like, never in my life would I have considered Mr. Terrific a serious character on a live-action screen. Just because there's a lot of superheroes out there that it seems like it would be nearly impossible to translate from you know, live action, or, what's the word I'm looking for? Animated to live action. Oh, Christian, the boys is excellent. Quite wonderful. All right, let's see if we can get in, get our ship in, and get out. And more importantly, see if the mission actually works. Hey, Adam.
Shield under attack.
Well, well.
Contact received.
We got a lot of stuff on the deck. Oh my god, is that a Herald? Right on top of the freight elevator? Cool. Cool, 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 cool. See, this is one of the issues I have. This is... Because, like, are all these being used right now? Are all these abandoned? So we're gonna have to struggle to get our whaleness on here. But I would love to park closer to the freight elevator. And can we brought a smaller ship? Yeah, sure, why not?
Landing successful. Shield under attack.
Wolf, they are if they have shields. Or if they have shields down. I'll let him land first. In fact, maybe we can move this Herald. Let's try that. Could have landed that better. You know, as much as I've flown the Max and the TAC, I just have not gotten used to the landing gear for it.
Engines off.
Lonix, they're NPCs. And Persuader, that is true. I could just shove them out of the way, couldn't I? Ever since what I feel was some heavy-handedness, I've tried to be very gentle to park ships. Hey, Mabutu. You know what? I could have done that from the screen, but at least this way I can get me a drink. That was Armistice Persuader. That is correct. You have a point there. Screw it. We'll pop out this way. Not sure what's hitting me. It could be that. Yeah, for some reason, sometimes when you take damage, you get very dehydrated, which is weird. Oh, thank you, Bishop. I wish I could actually use it for radio. You know, radio not being a dead and dying format. I mean, I guess just podcasts and whatnot. I just don't know how to make that marketable. Yeah, you know, if this thing wasn't parked directly on the freight elevator, that'd be real cool. Oh, deplorable. You know I'm not a turtle killer. Would never kill a turtle. Ooh, Luna, what game did you grab? You can't tell me that the Herald has this strong of a door. Well, Durplo mine is as well. Why do you think I'm using the LH86? That's a tractor beam. Did he die or did he see cover? I need to see a body. I don't see a body. Parker, great idea. Can we? Negative. So, Lodic's physical damage will eventually break doors open. Some doors just take a lot longer than others. And you usually want to use ballistics. Because those will go through shields to still do damage. The only problem is, the only problem is, not every ship will do it. I believe the Corsair still has issues where you can't open the back end with damage. You know, if we could position that turret just right, that would do it. Bingo. Although I'm not sure what in the world just happened there. How did we proc the open animation and have the door open, but... Oh, Star Citizen, come on. So this slab of metal should have gone over here as well. I should be able to get into this now and move it. However, I have just been Star Citizen, so now I'm going to be shot. Where are these shots coming from? That's right, Christian.
That's Star Citizen, baby.
Let's just try it. You know, maybe I can grab the cargo anyway. Oh, this is gonna be cursed. Oh, this is gonna be cursed. Come on. Holy crap. Oh, Derplo, you can still play, man. Honestly, you probably got days. Okay, I was about to have a cry. Derplo, that's fair. I'm sorry, man. I am sorry. That scared me. Man, I do like this this ship. Like, the tech has really grown on me a lot. All right. Let's get out of here.
Engines on. Launch sequence complete.
Blew something up.
Shield off.
It really is, Christian. Like, it's got a little bit of cargo, a little bit of medical, a little bit of pew-pew. Ah, gotcha, Luna. Yeah, no, I will not say anything about Expedition 33, and I implore everyone to not say anything about Expedition 33. That is definitely a game where no one should have it spoiled. And actually, the raft has been excellent. With that new upgrade, with 196 SCU, ooh. Lonix, it is amazing. It is. Like, I don't want to call it what Final Fantasy should be. I feel like that's just a disservice to it. But it's definitely a game that deserves to be experienced. Lonix, it's FRPG. It's French. But the the combat style, okay, so if you played what is it called? Mario and Luigi Brothership? It's like that, but more in depth. Where you actually have to dodge the enemies and then do the timed based attacks. It's turn-based, but also still, like, if you don't dodge, you're gonna have a bad time. If you can, I would look up combat gameplay. And just combat gameplay. I will say it is overwhelmingly French. That's not a bad thing. But, like, if I did not know that it was made by a French company, I would almost feel like it was somehow being racist or culturalist or whatever, because it is overwhelmingly French. Also has the same voice actor for Shadowheart in the game, so if you've played Baldur's Gate, you'll recognize her. But very immersed in French culture without being like, oh, hey, here's, you know, Paris or whatever. But yeah, it is definitely worth it. And gold, that would be great. That would be great. You remember back when the Starfare was supposed to be able to carry cargo on the outside? Grab, I do too. Like, I got to the very end and then just didn't. These are Comrie than an orbital. Actually, you know what? I doubt anybody's hanging out at Afterlife. But it's definitely worth it. You'll hear no spoilers from me. Granted, I'm not super far in it myself. I got caught blindsided by tons of other games. Lonix, yes it does. But it is very fun. I don't know how to describe it, except French Final Fantasy. But it's done incredibly well. I mean, Grib, I back Starforge, so I feel you on some stuff there. Okay, so we got a cutlass in the area. Parker, is that the fancy thing you got from I didn't know it was placeable. Is that from Quantum Vegas? I've been kind of wondering what that. Why can I carry that from here? That's probably not a good idea. Oh, that's gnarly. I'm actually gonna have to go to like a bar citizen this year. Oh, Grib, I'm so glad you asked. Starforge was a massive disappointment, where it was basically supposed to be a combination of like Halo, a little bit of Minecraft, StarCraft. Basically, it was like modular base building where you had to survive hordes and hordes of enemies coming at you. Zerg-like enemies. And they put out a terrible, super buggy alpha that had the barest of bones, and then said, "Yep, that's it. That's the game," and then just kind of ran off with everybody's money. It was not cool. In fact, I think it's been delisted from Steam. They put it on Steam for free and then delisted it. Now, Coyote, I like my box base because it gives me maximum room on the inside. Like, honestly, if my base looks any better, it's secretly just going to be a box wearing a non-box skin. That is nice. Use? What do you mean use? Can you, oh, you can turn it off. That is nice. Lonix, I'm gonna click that link, and I bet it's Starforge, isn't it? Oh, Lonix, this is a totally different game. This is yeah, because I think the original Starforge got delisted. Yeah, this is a totally different game. The Starforge that I'm talking about. Hold on. It's made by Code Hatch. Initially released 2013. Has a Wikipedia entry on it too, actually. I'll just drop the wiki entry. As soon as I find the proper window. All right, let's unload this cargo. And Squirrel, you got it. We're just gonna be unloading this cargo, so. But yeah, no, Starforge, the old one. I have not played this new one, which is not associated with it whatsoever. The old one was absolute trash. Never in my life have I felt so ripped off. And every few years I email them asking for my money back, and they always ignore me. They kind of do the same thing. They go off, they make some buggy games, raise some cash, then just take off with people's money. So if you ever see a game from Code Hatch or the same people of Code Hatch, just run. Just don't. Bad games, bad people. You know, we could go do some pew-pew. Ship-based pew-pew could be fun. Especially with this thing being crewed. And Derplo pretty much. All right. So, Grib, this is actually the TAC. This is the tactical version. So these are missile launchers. So if you have something on your rear and you're running away, you can shoot missiles directly at them. And I believe that is controlled by the co-pilot. You have 96 SCU of storage capacity back here. Which basically it's 232s and then a half row on top. You've got medical. You can do all your medical stuff. Cute little drop seats with spots for rifles in between. A little dropship area. In fact, you can deploy this and pretend to cover people. Forget how to put this back. Track. There we go. Got it on both sides. This enters your turrets. You've got I think these are twin size 5s. I could be wrong. Let's find out. These feel like size 5s.
Systems on.
Pretty sure those are size 5s. I could be wrong. Well, Grib, I will say the Freelancer is a lot cheaper than the Starlancer. It's also smaller. This thing is... I mean, it's basically the size of a... slim Starfarer, you know? Oh, next year, those are the size 4s, so the size 5s are on top then, right? Grib, the base one has 64, 66. Max has 120, but it's one of those things where the on paper amount is not what you might actually get out of it. Hey, Ken. Hey, no worries. Homework's important, dude. Yeah, I thought it was size 5s on the top or on the sides. I will say the Freelancer is also a lot more agile. Yeah, I know the pilot control ones are size 4. All right, what are we working with? I mean, Ken, there's always going to be something coming out, right? Oh, squirrel, I'm sorry. Are you still alive?
Contact received. Shields on.
You know, I guess I could have dropped that a little bit closer. Squirrel, we can always do a pickup.
Contact received.
Thing is fun crude. And if somebody else wants to pilot it, they totally can. I never get to be a turret jockey on my own ship. Get him, Parker. Get him. I might have to do something about my power allocation.
Shields under attack.
There we go. Now the question is, did he have any cool cargo on that thing? Oh no, Luna, I was just talking about like how after all the stuff I've had to put into it, I just kind of now have a bad taste for the truck and just no attachment to it. And I'm hoping that that changes. Corpses. Huh. Grub, of course. Squirrel. You said you're on your way back in an F8. All right, I'll wait for you. Yeah, no will to live on these guys. Now, how am I gonna lose targeting on something that's not even moving? There we go. And Wolf, I'm doing all right. Although I gotta take my meds here, so maybe the next bounty will hopefully be far away. Yeah, Derplo, have a good night, man. Sleep well. Right, Coyote? I hate that, dude. It's like, oh, yeah, well, you know, the very first ship to get a tractor beam is the best, and then everything else is just like, oh, why is this not good? Yeah, Ben, that's exactly what they do. And sorry. Park and I are doing the guy thing just in case he can grab the skins. But yeah, Ben, it's like as soon as the main guy dies, it's like, well, there goes my will to live. Ooh, Agatha, I bet. I bet. Congratulations, though. Ben, so I think it could happen as early as tomorrow. Wolf seems to think around Thursday, Friday. Wolf is probably the more correct one. Actually, tell you what. Splatters. Splatters. Let's go get splatters. Ooh, he's in a Daymar cave. I like how it's just always like cave, but I can quantum to the cave. You know, Ben, I've been in some really bad bars. One of those being Fat Jack's and Texarkana. One of those awful bars where the music plays way too loud, so not only can you not hear anybody, you can't hear yourself. And everybody's smoking cigarettes. And yet there's, for some reason, way too many children there. Yeah, see, Luna. My ideal truck would probably be a beat-up Toyota Tundra. I just kind of got outvoted. Oh, a freelancer. It's my little brother. Hey, 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 Coyote. Is there a particular CCU that you need that we're just waiting for, or what? See, the thing is, like, I like smaller or medium-sized trucks, and the trucks that I like aren't big enough to do what I need them to do. I don't feel like that missile actually locked. Get it, Parker, get it! Whoa! Well, somebody felt like getting a little close. Oh, that's her, Coyote. Is the ballista currently available? Really need these to come back just a little bit faster. Maybe we can drop 2 from shields. I think shields are going to be just fine. And I'm on a different target. Sorry about that, Parker. Maybe these capacitors should charge just a little bit faster. Oh, I tried. Oh, how I tried. Oh, he teleported out. That was cheese. I would have hit him, but he teleported out of the way. We don't like cheese around here. Ah, you did the hawk. I gotcha. My God, this thing is beefy these days. Now the question is, was there anything groovy on that MSO? Hey, Raymond, no worries, man. Meds have not been taken, but meds will be taken. Hey, there is cargo. Not a lot, but, you know, I'll take it. It's free. Yeah, Coyote, it's weird that the Hawk was not available at Invictus. Oh yeah, Berlin, definitely. I hope some of that is actually in the secret. That would be kind of cool. And Gaz, it is good to see you. Yeah, Lud, I'm hoping I feel better about this truck the more I drive it. I also need to go put some new tires on it, which, I mean, the tires that are on it currently are alright. I've got this thing where whenever I buy a vehicle, I like to start with like all fresh fluids, fresh, you know, tires and the like. Welcome back, Raymond. You know, Grib, I should do that, but I'm not going to. Although I do hate loading this very last. Like this never works super well. There we go. Yeah, Luna, that's what I'm hoping on. Honestly, if I could just have one of those those old 22R engine Toyotas, oh my god. That'd be alright. No, Grib, I get that, man. I still don't bed log. So I feel you. Really? There we go. one day, moving cargo like this will actually be worth it. I keep wanting to tractor beam my missile racks. Oh, Grip, I do too. I do too, believe me. I just got lucky. Believe you me, I just got lucky. Like, there's a slot right there that I can get this on. I'm about to fight with it. Or not? Okay, well, you know, that makes me look like a jerk. Ken, good. Everything's going according to plan. But yeah, it's nice. Wait, no, there's more cargo. Now, is this iron worth it? Nah, but it's just fun to grab the cargo, you know? Like, it's just nice. Makes me feel good having something in the hold. That was scary. Is that Zenith? Give me a scan. That's not Zenith at all. Unit probably Thursday or Friday. I was thinking as early as tomorrow, but I'm not a reliable source of information, Dr. Unit. So I would probably aim for Thursday or Friday. Yeah, at Seagrib, I'm thinking Tuesday, but I subscribe to the wimpy thinking of preferable week dates, which is always a Tuesday. What is old Foxwell? You know, I haven't actually paid attention to these. Old Eckhart. Did I not? I like when you accept a mission and you don't get it. It's like, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, Raymond, that sounds about right. Yeah, Hagatha, tell me about them. I've never really messed with them. I don't mind repetition. Oh, Raymond, I am sorry. It's always hard trying to find everything at a hospital complex. How did it go, though?
Quantum travel complete.
You know, Mason, there's okay, so one, I am sorry. Two, there are a lot of things that can cause crashing. Are you getting any sort of error when it crashes, or is it just like straight to desktop? I assume you've done. Testing, 1, 2, testing. Hopefully this is coming back. Sorry, I just had a hard lock from Star Citizen. Yeah, everybody blame Mason. Mason's the reason we just had that crash right there. Are we back? Are we back? I'm hoping we're back. Okay, there might be one more soft pause. Alright, everybody blame Mason. It's all Mason's fault. All Mason's fault. No, so Mason, there's a lot of things I can call. I thought we were friends. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Oh, and I just crashed the desktop while being shot at. Cool. 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 Well, I'm probably going to load back in to Area 18. Oh, no. I hope I didn't lose any good equipment. No, Mason, you're good, buddy. You're good. Also, if you hear any doot-doot-doots, that is me. I'm allowing it to verify files just to be safe. But yeah, no. So I would, 1, verify your game files. 2, your shaders. 3, Star Citizen, even at the best of times, can just be a crashy game. There's a host of factors that can decide just how much it crashes on you. I have been experiencing a lot of hard lock crashes recently. And it's been very annoying because it will lock up my entire PC and it just kind of cans the stream. Oh, kid. Thank you, Ken. Thank you. You know, Ken, I actually did not get my Coke Icy on Friday when I went to go see Superman. I went in, and this is going to sound bad, but the guys at the theater know me now. And they watched me, like, they saw me walk in, and they start shaking their head, and then they tell me that they didn't get any syrup for the Coke Icy, so they were all out, and I had to go with blue raspberry or cherry. And Raymond, I'm gonna take them right now. As soon as I find the right ones. And Parker, are we alive at least? No, Lonix, it was awful. Like I had to go with cherry. I mean, cherry wasn't bad, but it just doesn't have the same rich tingliness as the Coke Icy. Oh, that prednisone is the devil. Hold up. Have I? Okay. Okay. Everything's good, Parker? All right, good deal. Well, it is taking its sweet time verifying files, so you're just going to have to play Copilot for a little bit. Right, Mabutu? Like a caveman. Like, that's the thing. Cherries have been around since at least cowboy times. Cola, such a refined, civilized flavor. Made from no natural ingredients. But yeah, kid, have a good day, man. I'm hoping that I can eventually get back in here. I do need to set up my laptop for capture card. So when stuff like this happens, we can at least do things. Need like a little 5-minute game we can play while waiting for stuff like this. Well, Luna, I will say, with this Superman, he doesn't feel Zack Snyder-ish. Like, Henry did a great portrayal, but he just always seemed like he was saving people, but never really had a reason why. This one seems to do it because he wants to, and he feels like he should. Like, he's serious, but the Boy Scout vibe actually does shine through without it being all, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, when he uses phrases like, what the hey, man, it feels right. If that makes any sense at all. Like, he's not like, oh, I'm gonna have to fight Batman. Or I'm saving people because it's my destiny. but I don't really want to do it. Like, he actually feels... He feels like he's doing it because he wants to, and that's what's needed. If, like, again, if that makes sense. And I'm not the largest superhero person out there. I have only a passing interest, so don't take anything that I say as a true one-for-one gospel of how the movie's going to play out for yourself. Oh, really, Liquids? They are going for Thursday. Well, good news. Hear that, everybody? Thank you, Liquid, for that. Thursday for the launch of 2.1. That's their intent, anyway. And right, Horn, it really does. But Mabutu, he can't because he's playing, what's his name? Peacemaker. And only Jeffrey Combs is allowed to be multiple people in the same thing. I have no party. Interesting, interesting. Oh, Raven, I'm sorry, buddy. Did I lose party? I think I lost party. Can I There we go. No. What? Fine, I'll do it from comms. I just didn't want to. I mean, I was going to have to do it anyway to get scroll back in. Now, where is Kriska? I mean, I know it's right under me, but... Where's Kriska over there? And you know, okay, the thing about Smallville and just all shows like that now, there's this wonderful example that I read on the internet where, like, if you had a show called Surf Dracula, the entire first season would basically be flashbacks of him, like, having a traumatic event with a surfboard, and then you wouldn't actually see Dracula surf until the last half of the final episode. And then you'd have to wait 5 years for season 2. Like, what happened? Why do I have to wait the lifetime of a child to get multiple seasons for one show? Like, look at Star Trek. Look at most of Star Trek up until, like, I don't know, like the last 10 years. There was a point that they had 3 freaking seasons, or 3 freaking shows going at once. And each of those shows got a season every year. There are children who were too young to watch Stranger Things when it first came out, who are now too old enough to care about it. I mean, shoot, look at the kids on Stranger Things. Yeah, Raymond, I am sorry about that. You know, some of us Caterpillar pilots are kind of abusive to cutlasses. And yeah, Parker, shows are products, but there's just way too much of, well, cancel it immediately or give it 5 years before it actually, you know. Yeah, now, Grib, that is fair. Smallville actually had seasons. And it was, you know, baby soups. know, I should put bikes in the back of this thing for getting to bunkers.
Shield under attack.
Especially for things like that.
Shield failure.
Wow. Yeah, horn, but you know, kids love nostalgia. Everything is, you know, retro and stuff. It's all flat land, isn't it? Hmm.
Procedure started. Docking denied. Landing gear down. Missile lock.
Don't like that missile lock. Like I'm losing my rear shield while not taking any hits. Like what's hitting my rear shield? Is it that thing? What is that? Is that a beat up Aurora? Yeah, see, Luna, that's the thing. Like, I want him to be hopeful and nice above all else.
Docking.
And not like hold the door open for you nice, but just be optimistic despite all the odds.
Shield off.
Like, I wasn't a huge fan of the way that he went with the Snyder films. Like, the whole Batman versus Superman angst between each other just really felt like two bros in college who were kind of jealous for the same girl more than anything else. Like, that was the attitude I felt from them. Hey, Weaver. Oh, thank you. Although, of course, I am contractually obligated to inform you that it is not, in fact, my birthday.
Quantum travel complete.
Thank you, Weaver. Yeah, see, Coyote, I never caught Firefly during its actual viewing course. I didn't have the channels for it either, I don't think. Yeah, Grib, but that's the thing. Like, I understand Batman's point of view because, well, he's paranoid, but at the end of the day, I don't feel like Superman would fight, and I think Batman would be smart enough to not fight. Like, Superman is a friend to all, and while Batman is a wary, paranoid person, it seems like the best thing to do is to have a plan, but never have to actually enact it. I mean, he's called the world's greatest detective, not furry Punisher.
Shield on.
Coyote. Fine, it is my birthday. There we go. How about that?
Landing gear down.
Oh, I feel like I'm going to regret admitting that. Okay, so these turrets are going to be nice. Let's hope they stay nice.
Engines off.
Yeah, like that's how I feel, Grib. And again, you know, I might not be the main audience that people are aiming superhero films at. Like, I enjoyed Steel. And for those of you who don't know what that is, Steel was basically the Iron Man of DC. Briefly took over for Superman when Superman died. But they made a movie for it back in the 90s. And, like, it wasn't the best. It kind of went through development hell, but it was fun. It felt fun. And, you know, maybe that's just with nostalgia glasses on of a bygone era. But still, I enjoyed it. Raymond, I do too. Like, the ship wallows, but it is such a fun ship nonetheless. I know I winged him. Six rounds. That's enough to round the corner. Sir, fall over. Yeah, Luna, you got me there, I guess. Like, I know it's always been the age-old thing. Who would win, Batman or Superman? And it's always, you know, oh, how much prep time does Superman or Batman have? Or all that noise. And I miss when comics were goofy, you know? Like, Superman had a villain who wanted to beat him at checkers. Not even chess. Checkers. Like, I'm sure he had something else going on that was way worse, but like, dude just wanted to prove that he was somehow smarter at a highly specific board game. Like, I want to go back to that age of comics, you know? Yeah, little John, that was very dramatic. Also, John, good to see you. Hope you're enjoying that. What did you get? The Intrepid? What's the Intrepid? I'm gonna go and go back up to the ship. I got a few holes in me. Right, Raymond? Or like, you guys remember like when Green Lantern was weak to wood? Sorry, my take on superheroes is just forever colored by the old Max Fleischer cartoons. Like, that's what I grew up with. I had those on VHS. It was back when Superman couldn't fly. He could just leap over buildings in a single bound. You know, they were campy, but they were fun. Look at all them rattlers. What is that over there? Used to be a nurse. Yeah, you know, like, comics used to do that thing where every single cover was clickbait. And it was just a goofy, fun time. Like, gee golly, Batman, why do you have to wear a different color for every day of the week? Like, it's to confuse my enemies, Robin. Well, Zenran, that's a very good question. They did pay. They made a post earlier though, saying that they were aiming for a Thursday release. So you've got a day or two. I don't think they're gonna go earlier. Yeah, Grib. Like Tobey Maguire was such a fun Spider-Man. That was also people still getting ideas for movies.
Launch sequence complete.
Like it had the right amount of goof. Alfred Molina did so good. Yeah.
Landing gear up.
Yeah, Raymond. See, I never got to grow up with comic books. I didn't have that, In gold? No. I feel like right now I have the best loot. And also, I'm not sure if I've got room for it. Zenran, yes, probably. I would say so, just to be safe. And yeah, like Luda is correct. Like I'm not gonna spoil anything, but there's some fun cuts to Superman fans in the Superman movie. Also, just including crypto, putting crypto on screen. That is the entirely the reason I went to go see it. And it's like if this movie is going to be campy enough to put crypto on screen, then I'm in. Oh, I remember the X-ray glasses. What did I used to get? I used to get this this magazine for Cub Scouts or Boy Scouts. I forget what it was called. But they always had that one area where they advertised all the trash scam stuff, like the X-ray glasses or building your own hovercraft or, you know, sea monkeys or all sorts of stuff that was just blatantly designed to take your money. Which felt disingenuous in a good Christian magazine about being a Boy Scout for God or whatever. Oh, Little John, how could we forget? We're all fans of Transformers around here, or at least I am. I grew up on recorded VHSs of Transformers from that era, and I used to watch them so often that I would get confused when the commercials from those didn't line up with what was going on that day. Like if I went to McDonald's, like, hey, hold on, that's not the Happy Meal toy that's supposed to be with that. It's like, wait a second, no. The thing I'm thinking of expired back in 1986. That sounds right, Zenran. Yeah, don't go, they're real, they're just not... You know, they're not, what's the word I'm looking for? They're basically just tiny little squigglies, like once you get them, and it's like, wow, it squiggled. It doesn't look like the little people with the 3-pronged antenna things, and they don't, yeah. You know, Zinran, I even had to fight to get those magazines. I signed up for them, and for the first 5 months, they screwed up my order, and they kept sending me these lady fitness magazines with like all of these like muscly, attractive women. And as a child who was also an idiot, I hated those. Like, no, I hate that. That's not for me. I'm not a girl. I don't want to look at working out ladies. That's awful. Give me my magazines about being a Boy Scout. And gee golly, was I silly. What are you doing over there, huh?
Contact received. Shield on.
Yeah, Lonix, it's basically like brine shrimp or whatever. But they're always advertised as sea monkeys, and the magazine adverts make them seem like they're going to do way more than what they actually do, which is just kind of flail around in the water.
Contact received.
Well, we certainly got targets.
Missile look.
Holy crap, those might actually track.
Shield under attack. Missile look. Target destroyed.
Holy crap, missiles actually did something.
Missile look.
Now the question is, anything cool on that? And I know we're getting eaten up. Hey, it survived. Never mind. There is cargo.
Shield under attack.
We're gonna pick up under fire.
Engines off. Landing successful.
I mean, gold at the time, because again, I was 8. I thought it was a sin against everything. Like, oh my god, you should have heard me complain. Did it just give up on life? Oh, right. Right. Max lift. Hmm. Now, is any of this really worth stopping for? No. It's not. But it's still so fun to do it. Grib, what was the name of that donkey mascot they had with the purple shirt? Was it Pedro? I feel like it was Pedro. Now, how did that cargo fall outside of the ship? Bingo. You know, Lonix, I never got those. What was that? Go top. There we go. That's it. Pedro the mail burro. That's right. Because he handled all the mail and the questions and whatnot. See, Lonix, that sounds fun. My local game store has these, like, notepad pencil dungeons. And basically, like, you can do by yourself, just roll a d6, decide the stuff that happens. Sounds like something that would be fun while waiting in a doctor's office or whatever. Man, Mad Magazine. Are they still publishing those?
Landing gear up. Shields off.
Squirrel, I gotta say, man, you move very quickly at these. Oh, Grib. That's awkward. Oh, that's incredibly awkward. And Raymond, I'm not sure if those ever made it over here. Although I am terrible when it comes to the history of magazines.
Complete.
1
It's all right. You still in Europe? Parker, you'll have to tell me where we're headed. Looks like it's doing the same thing for me. You got it. No, Grib, I get that. I get that. Totally understand that. I bet he is, man. Have you guys rode any of the trains there?
Contact received.
I seem to have lost a gun.
Contact received.
How is that gonna work?
Shield under attack.
You know, it's alright. That happens a lot in Idaho. Spent some time there, and I remember getting out of a place at like 11 o'clock and the sun is still up. Oof. Misjudged that landing.
Landing successful. Engines off.
Ah, that's fair. It's all right. Still, you guys should hit at least one train. That's what tours are for. I'm pretty sure that guy just ate station. Ah, that seems deployed already. You know, I saw some guys running out. Yeah. My God, sir. I don't know about you guys. Apparently getting shot. Sir, you are cheating. You can't be out here without an outfit. It's illegal. Hey, Death. It's very concentrated fire. You can't be built different. That's illegal. Oh, come on. I'm not actually sure who all we're supposed to be shooting. Zenrin, this is actually a, I think they gave away this S71 for Christmas, I want to say. And yeah, I don't have any magazines attached to try to keep my speed somewhat usable. Whew, that's Parker. That's Parker. I almost shot Parker. Look at all that free cargo just sitting here. I guess I could take this time to reload, though. Hey, Justin. Should be plenty of people inside, right? And I feel like if I'm taking the time to reload, I should be seeking cover anyway, so that extra time that it takes to reload shouldn't matter too badly. I mean, maybe it will. But for NPCs, it should be shoot, get cover, reload. Where in the... Although, I guess with the reload issues, you might have a point. Okay, it's cool. I guess I just won't access my inventory. I do like a laser pointer. Well, I will follow Parker. Looks like Parker's got this. Oh, that's lovely armor. How nice. Oh, just that's awful. I'm sorry. Right, Raven? Although the armor wasn't bad looking. I'm gonna go put a few less holes in me, though. Go hit the med bed on the ship. Oh, yeah. I mean, Jess and I have to live with AC. Without that, I'm... No. I would die. That sounded fun. Yeah, it's been near the same temperatures here. Oh, crap. Can I do this with the helmet on? No, I can't. But you can take helmet off while laying down. That's nice. John, so where we're at, they keep respawning. Some places they do not. This location, they do. Oh yeah, see, just once I get my grill set up, I've got this little awning right off the house, with a little roof on it, a little door to my kitchen, so I can literally just open the door, put stuff on the grill, step back inside. With a nice little window in the door, I can actually look at the grill too.
Engines on. Launch sequence complete. Shield off.
Grab, we're at on Daymar. Ooh, coyote. Are you enjoying it? Like, I built I built mine, and then it's mostly just been used for transport. Should just be called a transport ornithopter. Ooh, is it Zen? Might have to go test that.
Landing gear up. Quantum travel complete.
All right, let's check out this caterpillar. And Zen, any major updates on the patch that you saw? I mean, I can look at it a little bit, just... I love the whole, like, oh yeah, man, you can target something. What is it? I don't know. Ooh, a reclaimer.
Shields on. Contact received.
Get these shields up. Well, I guess I dropped that a little bit too far, but eh. Ah. Throat's so dry.
Missile log.
There we go. Sorry, I had to get some water.
Missile log. Shield under attack.
Ah, look at that beautiful ship. Never mind. Well, well, well. Let's see what we've got on board. Hey, Troy. Justin, they are aiming for Thursday. Is it drifting? It's got shields up. Let's just see if anybody's home. Start our scans. Oh. Yeah, let's take all this. Somebody had a very unfortunate accident. Hey, Apple. Let's see. Let's put up the S71. Grab max lift. And just in case. Yeah, so let's toss all this gooby cargo. You know, Grib, I guess. I wasn't really aware they were working on ladder stuff, nor was I really concerned about ladders. Like, it's nice. I guess. See, Lonix, I feel like that's the main thing it's going to be added for. It's just the Carrack actually working correctly. For that one elevator or one ladder. Oh, transmission went out. Troy, was that on the Dodge? come to Papa. That's a lot of distilled spirits. Maybe I should have brought the Freelancer Max. All that widow. Oh, come on. Your distilled spirits as well. That's our previous cargo. Man, I hope that's Parker. Yes, yes it is. Well, that cargo's just gonna have to sit loose and pretty. You see, Ludo, that's the thing, though. Here in America, you buy a used vehicle, the warranties are basically designed to screw you over. Like, you can buy the extra warranty, and it's like, oh, well, the warranty won't actually cover that. That's the thing. Like, I buy a used vehicle off the lot, and it explodes. I have zero recourse whatsoever here in Arkansas. Every vehicle is purchased as is. Warranties are highly optional and easy for a dealer to get out of. I would have to get something that still has a warranty from the manufacturer. And at that point, it's going to be really impossible to do that because you got a lot of 4 and 5 year vehicles here that already have well over 100,000 miles on them because somehow people just live in their cars. Shoot, like I've never actually had a vehicle that had under 100,000 miles. What crap is that? All right, we're sitting pretty and loose. Oh, Squeak, I am sorry. Yeah, man, like that's sadly that's just how Star Citizen goes, and it sucks. Like it does not respect your time. Interesting that it's only giving the option for cargo hold. So let's try something. That is true, Saride. My God, is it true? Squirrel, if either you or Parker could do me a real big favor of sitting in the pilot seat of the Star Lancer and just making sure that the owner of this thing doesn't come back. All right. Actually. Let's see if we can do that. So we'll hit O to unlock things. So I think the elevator on this might actually just be stuck. Because that is not going anywhere.
Aegis combat system activated. Systems green.
Yeah, see, Sarai, like where I live, when you buy a used vehicle, any warranty is going to be through the dealer. And the dealer relies on repairs for that supplemental income. So it's in their best interest to never ever honor a warranty or to make sure the warranty that you sign up for doesn't actually cover any sort of maintenance. Hey, super. Yes, Squeak. Yeah, they already made a post earlier saying they're intending to aim for did I lock the doors? Aim for a release on Thursday. Yeah, Grib, that's what I prefer. One, private party isn't doing the cost of the middleman. Two, a private party will go ahead and screw you over if they can. But the thing is, a car lot screws you over as a business model. They're really good at it. They know what they're doing. A private party just won't tell you that, you know, the manifold's cracked. Okay, that should let me up. Squirrel, you are more than welcome to soft death it. I mean, preferably once I get out of it. But I'm thinking Actually, you know what? Oh yeah, no, Troy, definitely do that. I'm just saying, all the vehicles I've bought have never actually had a manufacturer warranty still on them. With all the hard driving that we have here, I'm looking at vehicles that are only 5 years old that are already past manufacturer warranty due to them already having like 150,000 miles on them somehow. Because most of the warranties only go to like 100,000 miles. Yeah, C-Squeak, that's a great deal. Here's also the problem. I was looking very cheap for a vehicle. And we spent like $2,500 on this. And honestly, probably that much in repairs. So I just need something cheap to haul a trailer. Because if this business works out, then we can trade it in and actually get something decent. But if it ends up not working out, I don't need a truck. Is the thing. Like if it does pan out, cool, groovy. Upgrade to something better. But no sense in having some fancy truck if not going to be doing the business. Raymond, I think it's member? I want to say member. Because, like, I'd much rather, you know, for example, invest 5,000 than 20,000. I want to make sure that the business has merit and legs before we start dumping, you know, money or loans into it. Yeah, C-Squeak, that makes sense. But I live in Arkansas. I live in Little Rock, Arkansas, which is the largest, you know, metropolitan area in Arkansas. So I can get away with my Honda Fit just fine. I can get 53 miles per gallon out of it. Well, 35 in the city, 53 on the highway. Trucks, not so much. I don't need a truck for my usual day-to-day. But this business will. In the world? Is that a golem knocking about? It is. So what I'm going to try to do is repair this thing. Like that C2 was here last time. You know, Squeak, I do want to live in the subarctic, though. I do enjoy my cold. Asperia, as long as your ships are stored, like, a lot of people do like to take their custom equipment off. That's definitely a thing that you should consider. I never do that part, but I'm lazy. But basically, as long as your ships are stored or claimed, at least. Like, if you had a ship blow up and you didn't claim it, and it was an in-game purchase ship, you might have an issue. They've done a lot of work towards that. But always better safe than sorry. Yeah, see, Squeak, I'm used to tiny cars. My very first vehicle was a 94 Nissan Sentra. And I developed an insidious fascination with small rally-like cars ever since. Then it was a Geo Metro convertible. Then eventually I picked up an MR2. Ooh, oh, and do I love my MR2s. Yeah, I'm willing to risk 480 to see if this fixes the door. And at the end of the day, you returned someone's reclaimer and did a good deed. But I would like their cargo. All right. Let's see if that fixes it. Yeah, squirrel. Hey, thanks for coming with. Well, looks like this elevator is definitely busted. I wonder. Yeah, thank you for coming along, squirrel. Well, no dice. We tried. At the very least, we did a good deed. All right, we can do this. Haha! Only minor trauma. I don't know what they're actually going to do with that. It's not mine. Actually, what is the hangar size here? What is that? $1,120. Okay. right, put that up. Pull out a max lift, give that to Parker. Oh, he's got his max lift. Well, Squirrel, we're probably about to call it here after we unload all this. I mean, okay, so Troy. Like, okay. If you have capital to invest, or able to, like, I don't want to throw everything we can at it. And also, I'm not used to ever being in a position of money whatsoever. Like, I see your point in throwing more money at it for more reliability. But sometimes people start a business that, they think is a great idea and sounds amazing on paper, but for whatever reason just does not pan out. Squeak the Atlas is faster, but I didn't feel like claiming it, and honestly, I'm not a huge fan of the Atlas. Exactly, Lonix. I want to see a profit be turned before we throw $20,000 at a truck. Because the thing is, like, if I would be using a truck outside of it, I'd be fine with it. It's like, I'd rather spend $5,000 on a truck, see how it goes, then trade that truck in if it takes off, than spend $20,000 or whatever on a truck, and then just have a gas guzzler left over if things don't pan out. Yeah, exactly, Lonix. But, we're risking our own money. So, I say that. It's her. It's all her money. Phaedrus, it's good to see ya. Honestly, Phaedrus, I looked hardcore for rental trucks that were for sale. But all of the trucks that I have found in the area, or even just like across the nation, through like Hertz, Penske, U-Haul, all those, they were all trucks like within the last 2 to 3 years. And they still wanted $22,000 for them. Like, I would gladly do it, but man, oh man, do they want tons of money. Like, if I could get something that was 10 years old or 8 years old and the price went down, ooh, golly. All right, so we're making about 23,000 off that. Not the best, but it's free. Have a good one, Justin. Ah, gotcha. Well, they charge a lot. Like a couple $100 a day sometimes to tow stuff around. 284,000, that's nice. Huh, nice that I can sell those medical supplies and get free medical supplies one quest at a time. Oh, Squeak, I'm sure. Also, the thing is, Squeak, here in Arkansas, everybody drives a truck. It's not just like a, oh, I need to. It's a cultural thing. If you're not driving a truck, you're a weak, effeminate little man. So it's got to be a truck or an SUV. So, like, finding any sort of, like, truck that hasn't been ragged all to crap or has, like, you know, a billion miles on it is so difficult because everybody's like, don't lowball me. I know what I got. And it's like, yeah, you have a piece of crap that's falling apart. It's got 300,000 miles on it. It's 20 years old and you still want $45,000 for it. But everybody thinks their truck is the next crown jewel of trucking.
Vehicle retrieval system.
Raymond, they always do that. Hey, Quasi. I mean, Luna, that is true. I can do long-term rentals, but it all depends on, one, how active it's going to be. Like, you know, fair season is coming up. But I think it's easier just to have the initial drop of purchasing the truck, only paying the insurance a month, you know, and not having to rent something expensive each time. Quasi, I would go with the Caterpillar, but that's me. I'm biased. I say as I've been flying the TAC for a very long time.
Welcome.
I mean, Lonix, that is also true. But at least I can sell this and I'm only out, you know, a little bit versus a lot of it. It's about time to wrap that up, but let's store this pack. Yeah, like, okay, tell you what. I'm gonna go to, and I know this is not the only place to shop, but I'm gonna go to Facebook Marketplace right now. And let's just look at some trucks. So we got a 2005 Toyota Tacoma. That's got 200,000 miles on it, and they want 11,000. Let's see, we've got a 2011 Nissan Titan Crew Cab, 257,000 miles for 7,000. Let's see, and you know, I haven't even clicked these to see if there's anything wrong with them yet that they're willing to divulge. Oh, here's an 04 Chevy Avalanche. Oof. That's seen happier times. Now here we go. Here is a... Yeah, exactly, Gold. I'm telling you, man, Arkansas is the worst place to shop for a vehicle. Here's a 2015 GMC Sierra 1500. They want 12,000 for it. Got 180,000 miles on it. just click this. Oh, great. It's at a dealer. This means by the time everything's said and done, they're going to try to get 20,000 out of it. So yeah, like I said, buying a truck here, like honestly, I should have traveled up north. I should have gone elsewhere. Like I have not actually bought a car in Arkansas in years. I have always traveled to buy my vehicle. And Quasi, we talk a lot of things here. Vehicles, model railroading, all sorts of stuff. I mean, Lonix, I could always turn around and sell it. Like, honestly, Lonix, I aimed way under our budget because I'm just so scared of sinking too much into it. And maybe I should have aimed a little higher, so it's not too late. But it's certainly a setback. And honestly, Lonix, you might be on the receiving end of a lot of DMs in the very near future where I go, Dear Lonix, how do I business? Squeak, what does it take to get into Canada these days? Like, is it a passport? Because I don't have my passport.
The ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
I'm not used to having money to leave the state, let alone money to leave the country. You know what? Let's claim some things. Do I have anything that's exploded? Oh, we were gonna go do a Hull C run. I did tell Derpla we were gonna do that, and it's parked at Everest Harbor. Tell you what, I'm gonna travel to Everest Harbor. Huh. He's robbing people for teeth.
Please visit us again. Goodbye. Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
You know, and Revenant, tell you what, I'm going to fly to Everest, so we'll be here for just a little bit. How about that? We will be here for a little bit.
Stand by. Your vehicle has been...
See, Lonix, I'm used to, like, petty crime. That's just... You know. I say that. I've earned my dollars fair and square in life. I've just committed petty crimes. Oh, and Revenant, probably some Hull C runs tomorrow, if not something else. Just earlier I told Therapledactyl that I'd do some Hull C runs so you could see what the Hull C looked like. But he had to go to bed, so I'm just gonna get set up for it tomorrow. Oh, Squeak, I believe it. I believe it. But if I'm gonna come to Canada, I'm gonna do it the legal way. Because I don't want to purchase me a truck. And honestly, Canada sounds nice. I might move there eventually because you guys have slightly colder weather. And I like the cold. I need it to live. Well, Lonix, if you've been doing startup consulting, you know, feel free to charge. And Revenant, it's been working for me. And Squeak, I do... Oh, Parker, do you want that back? Like, I know the patch is about to reset, but...
Hello, how can Miss help you today?
Oh, what are those called? Called a Vandalite. Oh, and Revenant, there is always something wrong with the Hull C. It's just been working for me. However, my experience is 100% anecdotal.
Engines on. Quantum fuel at 100%. Launch sequence complete.
Oh, thank you, Lonix. It is greatly appreciated. And I will help with any events. Speaking of, remember that event is starting this Thursday, I believe. So if you're able to share all the rep and whatnot, any and everyone is more than welcome to join me on it. Because if they keep to the current amounts needed, it looks like it's going to be about 8 hours per corporation to get things going. If you want to get all four, you know, what do you call them? All 4 corp rewards. Oh, Squeak, that sounds so nice. I say that. I know I would hate it. But I have gotten to this point in my life through various ailments that anything above 70 degrees Fahrenheit starts to feel like dying. That's it, Raymond. I'm definitely going ArcCorp. I mean, I'm going to try to do all 4, but ArcCorp is the first one that I'm knocking out. And while we're in this, let's look at more trucks. Let's just look at Tundra. The Toyota tax is especially bad around here. Here we go, a 2003 Toyota Tundra. 250,000 miles. I went 5,500. Shoot, honestly, that doesn't sound half bad. Could use upper ball joints in the future. Oh, Squeak, yeah, I'm sure that cold is absolutely awful. Like, I know I'm commenting on it as someone who has not actually been through it. So my comments are going to be both uninformed and very flippant. Where I live during the summer months, the cold water comes out of the faucet preheated because it's already been heated by it just being so hot. Yes, it has in Revenant. Oh my god, yes it has. Yeah, Sea Gold, I'm just going down all these, that guy wants 11,000 for an 07 Tundra. Which it does have 190,000 miles on it. That's, I think, the least amount that I've seen so far. See, Squeak, I want to go as a tourist and leave as a victim, you know? Like, that's the thing. I know I would regret it, but I want to go experience it so I know how much I would regret it. If that makes sense. Well, yeah, Gold, they're old. I don't mind. Oh, did you see that? Hello, unattended constellation. Tell me your secrets. cargo. Galderines, though. Not exactly making money with that. And drifting, how odd. Ah, well. Oh, yeah, Luna, like, I know that I am uninformed. Like, that's the thing. You know, it is so easy to make an opinion or a comment that does not come from an untested position or an informed position. So you should at least acknowledge it. Like, I love the cold, but being from Arkansas, the cold that I've experienced is very limited compared to the cold elsewhere. Like, last year, I think it got down to 18 degrees. Fahrenheit, which, hold on, let me, plug that in. That's negative 7.777, basically negative 8 degrees Celsius. And I loved it. I loved it. It was a little chill. Like, I had to put on pants eventually, but like, I could go out to the car and stuff and drive around fine. Like, doing anything extended outside was a little annoying at times, but I enjoyed it. But, there's a big difference between one day of 18 degrees Fahrenheit or negative 8 degrees Celsius and I'm going to guess about 6 months of, what was that again, Squeak? Yeah, negative 87 Fahrenheit. Squirrel, you should, man. Like, I am coming across so many abandoned ships. No, Gold, we're talking Fahrenheit, right? Because if that's the case, I agree. Yeah, I.O. Jack. Like, literally, sweet summer child. Arkansas is summer 9 months out of the year. So, what I really mean is I would love a temperate winter. I don't know, Parker. It seems... I think you're on my ship. Oh yeah, Luna. Like, when people give morals about things, like I call it Wheel of Fortune syndrome. And I'm sure there's a better name for it, but I'm not a philosopher or psychologist or whatever. But you ever notice when you're watching Wheel of Fortune, the answer seems so obvious. And it's like, oh my God, dude, come on. If I was up there, I'd have the answer. But the thing is, when you're on that stage, and you've actually been filming for a lot longer than anticipated, and you've got the lights coming down on you, and like you're sweating and whatnot, and you're the one on the spot, you've got the pressure on you. Suddenly, you've got a whole bunch of other factors that those viewing at home don't have to deal with. And you make some stupid decisions. Or at the very least, decisions that seem stupid in hindsight, that people at home watching don't have to factor in. Oh, Baba, I'm actually about to log out, man. I'm sorry. I was just getting prepped for tomorrow. I like that. Can I? I'm going to see if can I grab that from here? I cannot. Okay. Oh, I can. Oh, God. Oh, God. I have messed up. I have messed up a lot. Interesting. Very interesting. Did I? Okay, I still have it. Cool. Cool. Let's put that back. Let's put that back. Yeah, Phaedrus. Yeah, Parker's had it there forever for today. He picked it up at the Vegas Quantum Con. I forget the exact name of it. Yeah, Raymond, I've been calling it the Vandalite. It is nice. It really is in Revenant. Like, I know we all whine at this game and complain about it not coming out for forever, and then we also get upset over things that should be more stable or fixed. But then you have some things like that where it's like, yeah, man, I can just put it on my dash and just chill. I can fly around with my giant Vandal Skull nightlight. So Hagatha, that is that's the next goodies they're passing out. So if you happen to make it to a bar citizen with some CIG folks, that's the thing they're passing out for the foreseeable future. Parker got that one at the Vegas bar citizen. Parker, is there a plaque on it? Where is it? I guess we've got enough time to go look at that. Nope. Nope. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I don't think I ended up getting the... No, I did get the Banu box. I think the fidget spinner is my favorite. Here we go. Vandal Skull. Wait, I'm an idiot. One. I need to turn it on. Two. Place. 3. I have a gun. With a scope. I had a gun with a scope. Ah. That's why I don't have a gun with a scope. So I put them all in my backpack. There. This replica skull has been created from a Vandal foot soldier killed during the Battle of Vera 2 on October 5th, 2945. May we never forget the horrors of that day. Can you imagine? Could you imagine being the poor Joe Schmo foot soldier who not only gets clocked, but then they remove your head and make a die-cast mold of your head or plaster mold or whatever. They 3D print your head, and now your skull is just knocking about like a bunch of shells in Jim Bob's cafe or Susie's house or, you know, on the dash of Jiggy Two Snipes' Star Lancer. And yes, Grib. Yeah, it's just like the old fidget spinner, or the Banu lockbox, or the I forget what else. And Revenant, I didn't even see it. Was that you who snuck into my hangar? I mean, Hagatha, they've had some close to East Coast stuff. Now, Hagatha, I know it's not close, but I know a bunch of folks are trying to do a bar citizen in Chicago in October. And they're trying to get a few CIG folks to go to that. Simple, I feel like they probably harvested the skull after the battle.
Welcome to the
Although-
ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Really enterprising capitalism to do it during the battle. That's some real Helldiver stuff right there.
Vehicle has been moved to our state. Please visit us.
You know, Hagatha, hold on. Let me just look up something. They still have the list. Let me see what's next. There's gonna be one in Tampa, Florida. Probably a little far for you. See, I went to one in Nashville. You know, I still have not actually turned in actually scratched off my code for that one. Yeah, no, it's Tampa, Florida, Cologne, Germany, Seattle, Washington, which is probably a little bit of a far drive for you. I wonder if Squirrel's going to go to that one. He should. It's at PAX West. And then Lisbon, Portugal. Oh, and Rome in Italy. So yeah, not a lot of ones off in New York. You can always try to put one together, though. You know, build it, they will come, all that good stuff. But all right, it is time for me to sign off. No, Agatha, I get that. I'm fortunate to live in a place where 1 mile equals 1 minute. So if someone tells me they're 20 miles away, that means they're 20 minutes away. I didn't really understand the whole things are far until the first and only time that I've been in LA. And I gotta say, man, that was a nightmare. That was... You know that part in The Fifth Element where Lilu breaks out of like the reconstruction place and she's standing up against like the building and all the cars are flying by and she's got her hands up and then she eventually just kind of dives off the building? That's how I felt pretty much my entirety of LA. Like, it was just a lot to comprehend all at once. Now, in Revenant, that is true. But sometimes that's a country mile. City mile in New York can be much further. But all right, it is time for me to back it up. We're gonna resume this tomorrow and maybe check out that release candidate. Who knows? Exactly, Phaedrus. Exactly. So you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you for hanging out with me today. It was a wonderful pleasure. Grib, it was the CitizenCon for 2023, I believe, is when I was. But you guys have a wonderful night. Take care of yourselves. And as always, until next time, keep on trucking. Have a good night, guys.